Okay, it's been ages since I've done a video. I apologise for that, just been really busy with other things. So I thought I'd just do a little walk around the garden and the chickens and stuff around the immediate area and show what's been going on. It's what?
It's nice and warm, fluffy.
What is?
The sheep.
Okay, the garden's really kind of slowing down. Obviously it's winter, well, nearly winter now, the end of November, and this morning there's a frost over everything. I'm actually surprised that it's gone. Yesterday it stayed in where the sun didn't get to. The frost did stay there a bit, so we've got some winter stuff in though, so we've got plenty of food. So we've got Swedes or rutabagas if you're American. Got a few things dying off in the greenhouse. There's still a few chilies and things all in there. Banana tree is just dying back. And the other greenhouse has got my pea trees and a few bits and bobs and some rosemary cuttings ready to go in the garden. Got better leeks here. Had one of those last night, first time with the chicken. So I made a chicken pie with the leftovers from a chicken we roasted on Sunday. I'll show you what's left of the meat birds as well, how many's left of them. Under these, we've got I put in winter lettuces, I don't know if you see those, and they're looking pretty cool. I'm a bit rubbish with winter salads, and it's something I should definitely get better with and do more of. I think I'm missing the trick there really. Lots of beds empty now, so where the squashes were is gone. That was celeriac. My wife doesn't really like celeriac, so I decided to sell it all, and I sold it all to the local pub. No, not much, but 5 or 6 kilos worth. They were quite pleased with it. There's carrots and stuff in there. This chard has been amazing. I mean, it just looks amazing. Even if you didn't eat it, I think it's amazing to grow. Just absolutely awesome. Then we've got Cafe Nero kale. Some more salads there. Some broccoli, which hasn't really done much. That's not doing great. And some purple sprouting broccoli here under this big cage, and that's doing really well. I do need to tie these stems up, otherwise the mice sometimes chew them when they lay down, so I want to try and avoid that if I can. But this will keep the mice and stuff off them, well, the birds off them even. Some beetroot left, and some beetroot up there as well. The mice have been going through those. And I've got some, they need to come out, some old koi rabbi, red cabbage. There's one left there that's any good that can eat. Comfrey's still going. My Peruvian mint at the back there is dead. Everything's dead along that road now, really. Got some spring cabbages. They're not doing great. They've been chewed to pieces, but we'll see how they do. And then some onions there, some overwintering onions. And they've come on quite nicely. I'm quite pleased with those. What else is there? Plenty of herbs and things going on. And then the other garden, I had a massive disappointment yesterday. So I harvested my New Zealand yams, which I'm always quite keen on. And I think I've mentioned to you before that part of the guild of orchid breeders, so we're trying to breed them to become a more viable crop. Well, I had 12 different varieties for observation, and a few of my own anyway left over. And so out of about 80 something square foot growing area, I didn't even have enough for a meal, which is unfortunate, but it's a bit of a frost pocket. And where this is, you can see it's sheltered by these big oak trees here a little bit, and then south where it gets the light, you can see we've got these trees here as well. So maybe they weren't in the best place. Of over summer squashes, winter squashes up by the same row did pretty well, and so is the yacon actually. So yeah, this is the row here, got hardly anything out of it. And then this is the yacon. I haven't harvested all this yet. There's some huge tubers, absolutely huge of those. You see I've harvested the quinoa. We've got some sprouts and they've not done great. The beans didn't do great either. Mice got into those. And but I had plenty of beans down the bottom, so I just didn't worry. I think next year I'm going to have to do more kind of trapping and making sure vermin's taken care of. And then I got my meat chickens. So I processed 9 of these the other day. So we're down to 6 now, 6 left. As you can see, these guys, pretty big. I mean, look at that one there, huge bird. So I'm just gonna, I've got half a bag of food left, so I'm just finishing off the food that I've got for them. And then we'll process these probably in a week or so's time. But I'm hoping that one will be a nice, good size for a Christmas bird for us. I haven't bred any turkeys or anything. So that just means we have like a self-sufficient Christmas lunch, which would be really nice. And they have been absolutely beautiful tasting. They get moved onto fresh grass every day. They're fed some corn at night as well, some cracked maize and some wheat. And yeah, the flavour was out of this world. I said to my wife the other day when she cooked it, I was like, did you flavour the skin? But she was like, no, it's just as it come really, a little bit of oil on top, and it's just the most beautiful stuff you've ever had. And then the other chickens further on down are in their mobile pasture pens, just for eggs. I'll show you those. And these are just going through the orchard. These ones are moving a bit more rapid, just every other day at the moment, because they're not eating huge amounts off the ground. And these ones are staying a bit longer. So what I'm trying to do is every 3rd day with these guys, move them, because the intention is to put some rhubarb and some fruit bushes down here. And as you can see, so if I leave them for 3 days, it gets the ground. You can see the ground underneath me. I mean, that's pretty much clear of grass. Put some cardboard down. It's got a lot of it out. So I'm hoping that that'll be a good way then to plant stuff up. Not intending to do much of my fruit trees this year. I'm going to prune them in the next week or so if I get a chance. And then, but one thing I do want to do down here is maybe make some permanent pens for some breeding stock for chickens. I'd like to breed my own meat chicks rather than having to buy them in. So Dad's got these pallet boxes which are waste. If you can see what I've done here, I've made it into a nice easy chicken coop, raised off the ground. It'll fit a trio of birds or 4 birds in nice and easy. So I'm thinking if I make a load of those, some permanent pens, more pens that I've got chickens so I can move them around, can re-sow it and they can grow back. I thought that might be a great way to try and get my own meat birds going, try my own different crosses and see what works best for flavour and for kind of growth rate. Yeah, so I'll show you the extension now, because things have actually been moving on in there as well, and that's where I'm trying to put my efforts at the moment. Okay, that's better coming out the wind. Quite a cold wind out there today, but as you see, I've still got some vegetables and stuff in here. So I've got quinoa hanging up, which I need to fresh and then to winnow, and then I've also got my squashes. Bought some shelves in, to be honest with you, just to keep them up off the ground and out of the way. But we've been eating those. This Oregon Homestead, this one here, is just divine. It's just the best squash I've ever tasted. Absolutely awesome, and it cropped really heavily as well. So I've got the table saw in here at the moment, and as you can see, I've ripped down all the wood. That's all the wood. That's enough wood there to make 6 doors. So I'm doing 4-panel 1950s style doors. Hopefully there's enough there to do that. And then upstairs, there's a bit of mess on the floor there, look. That's because I've just insulated the loft. It's getting colder, and I don't want this place to get damp, so I'm thinking if I put an oil-fired radiator down there on electric, then it should stop the place getting damp at night and things. And it's made a difference already. You can really feel how much warmer it is having that insulation in. As you can see, in the bathroom we've got it plastered, so I'm really pleased about this, and the cupboard as well. My mate came over the other day, did this for me. He's done an absolutely beautiful job. So the idea is now I'm going to put some slatted shelves in the airing cupboard, and then this little shadow cupboard is for all our toiletries, things like that. And I'll make a proper door to go on there. And then up here we've got borrowed lights, so bits 1960s council house. Hopefully I'll do a nice frosted glass, they look really nice. But I was worried this bit of corridor here, it's got a window over there, but it was going to be really dark. So with that on all the, you can see them on all of them, But it should look pretty cool. And that one actually on the cupboard will match in with the others. Will just be a doorway, shelf up there, put a suitcase or something. That space never gets used in the cupboard and it really annoys me. So yeah, the idea now is to get tiled, bathroom fitted, get the airing cupboard done, doors on, seal the doors up, knock through, destroy the other bathroom. So I've also got to take the ceiling down in the kitchen to get pipe work and wires through, which is a bit of a sod, but luckily I just had the asbestos test done and there's no asbestos in the ceiling, so I'm really pleased with that, which means I can take it down myself. So nice messy job to do over Christmas probably. But yeah, that's it. The sheep have gone back to my dad's, so they're overwintering there now, and they've gone to the tup, and they've all gone, and I think only one returned, which is really good. And I've got a few lambs to home process and home butcher here as well, so hopefully that should be quite interesting and help fill the freezers up. Okay, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up, press subscribe, leave a comment below, and visit me on the blog or on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye.